Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. It's about to get real. So I am using some different cards this time. So this is going to be a little bit interesting for us, something a little different. So from the bottom of the deck, we're getting awareness. Top of the deck, movement, choices, decisions. It's number 2 card. The first one was number 1 card. Okay. So, and intuition. And I really, it's almost like she can look into the outer space area, right? The quintessential astrologer. Okay, movement, choices, decisions. So let's take a look. I'm just going to pull that to the side because I think in the background we need to be aware of a few things. This just says, because I know somebody was like, what was that card? Emotional loss, number 5. But I want to set that to the side because I think that you actually have a lot of, there's a 2, 2, and a 1. So I want to get a little more detail with the tarot here. And we're going to start with movement, choices, and decisions. Because look at even at this pace, look at all the choices this person has. Right? I think there's going to be a lot of decisions coming up for people. Being forced to make decisions that we didn't ever think we'd have to make. So let's see. I mean, and I don't feel like that is like in a horror show kind of way. But that's what we have here. Bottom of the deck. The sun. Yes. So again, I keep getting this sensation that, the universe has our back. I really get that feeling. So underneath movement, choices, and decisions, the Knight of Swords. Moving on, moving forward. And usually in some other decks, this is also about finding out the facts, doing some research, getting to know what I think it's getting to know what choices you have out there, Virgo. Because you kind of like to know what's going on. You are a mutable sign, but that doesn't mean you don't like to know what's going on. So, okay. Queen of Wands. The most attractive of the queens, this most joyous, fun-loving, I like in this particular story that she's out in nature. Pele. This looks like Pele. And just that sense of she doesn't need much, but it's happiness, right? And then still on Queen of Cups. So there are 2 queens here. So you have the choices and you have this, finding out information, getting to know what's going on, doing some research. But I feel like, to me, it's like, you have intuition, you have the Queen of Wands here, you have the Queen of Cups here. And I really feel like this may be other women, queens, thank you very much, that are going to be supportive. I feel like it's very supportive. Like, okay, I found out this. What did you find out? This exchange of information, Virgo, Mercury ruled very much about those things. So I really like this. I really like this because I feel like movement, choices, decisions, that when it comes time to make that decision, that you won't be alone and that you will have good intel, right? That's the feeling that I get. You're going to have good intel. All right, let's take a look at this intuition. Ace of Wands. So I feel like, this is always like that great idea, the creativity, the higher sight, right? Um, and it's aces are always like the beginning of something. I mean, it's a thought that's formed, but everything started out as a thought before it came into reality. So I feel like this intuition is listening to those different ideas that come up for you. So let's see what's next here. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about asking. It's also about travel as well, because a lot of times it's looking into the future. What did I say into the future? Usually it's looking out to see what choices there are, but I said into the future, so that must be a reason for that. But taking a look and seeing what the options are, right? What are my choices? What can I manifest into possibility by thinking about it? It's the feeling that I get. It's like Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, leveling up. Devil. Now, the devil is usually something that we had a hand in bringing about, whether it's an addiction that we started down that road of. It can be shopping. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It can be other things, right? Um, but it's holding us now. It's kind of got us. Um, a lot of times you'll see that there's strings attached. In this sense, it's like it's wound its way around you. Ooh. But I can't say I'm fond of snakes. I can't. But you have to find a way to break those bonds. And a lot of times it's a situation that you've got yourself into so you can get yourself out of it. So it's interesting. We'll see what else comes out regarding this. But I feel like, is that what's holding you back from this? Because the other cards are very much very manifestational cards. And it's like, stop, wait, nope. And I don't, you know, is there something that's preventing you from going through that process? Virgo is so fact-based. I raised a Virgo. I know this. Very smart, very intelligent, does have intuition, sometimes doesn't always let that lead. Okay. Now, under awareness, virtues, Virgo is so aware. The Chariot. The Chariot. This is very much energy about things moving quickly. You know, you might not always know where you're going to end up, but it'll be a very triumphant energy. It'll happen very quickly. It'll be moving on. And so I'm wondering if we're going to get any more cards out about moving forward. This could also be a timing card for you for some reason, like it would be the July timeframe, because that is Cancer in the tarot. So let's take a look. What next? King of Coins. The story of the great turtle. I feel like you got a little bit of everything here. I feel like you've got the air, you've got the water, you've got the earth. So I like that. All right. And Two of Swords, you've got fire too. Two of Swords is about decision making, right? I like that she's got the water behind her. There's an island. There's the light of the moon. There's a sea monster in the distance. It looks like a hydra. So, I think here's what struck me is I picked up on the fact that I was seeing elements and all the elements are here. So which ones are you going to choose to use, right? I really like that. I really like that energy. So there was that emotional loss there, and then the sun came out. So I am gonna like clarify what was the deal with this emotional loss. If I could get 3 cards regarding that for Virgo. Virgo, the world. The world is always about something comes to an end and then there's a new beginning. So I think if you're going to move on from a relationship, and if that's the case, you move on. I don't think I'm like, you don't need to draw anymore. Um, if something is ending on an emotional relationship from, an emotional standpoint, once it is ended, and the world is also about divine timing. So you don't just end something and immediately the next day start something new. You have a grace period of which you process what's happened and what's gone on and what was for your greatest and highest good, what have you learned. And then once you figure that out, then you still have a little piece of grace period before you start coming into that new beginning. Because that's the way it works. And look at how happy they are. So even if, and don't forget, we had the sun card there. So like the universe has your back. It's going to be good. You do have over on this side, you're going to be getting good intel with your ladies right here. So I really like this energy. I really do. The only thing that is kind of a pain is this devil card. And I think that's what's holding you back. I think that you're not letting your intuition lead the way. You've got it, but you're not letting it lead the way. So I would say work on that a little bit. And what I'm going to do is we're going to let one of the for Love of Dragons deck, we're going to let a card volunteer because dragons don't like to be told what to do and they don't like to be picked out of a deck. That's the one, then you need to jump out a little higher. That's all I can say. Okay, then. Okay, then. The Waymaker. What a beautiful baby. What a beautiful baby. Little dragon baby. You notice that's the green um, dragon. Now we're in is it the tree? It's an earth dragon. This is the year of the dragon. And that's just a cute little baby dragon. So that is a number 25. I am so laughing to myself right now. An inside joke with myself is what that is. Where did it? Oh, here it is. It's an inside joke with myself. 25. I will make this saying now. The Waymaker. 25 degrees or 25 days or the 25th. I'm just saying. Now is the time to call on the Waymaker. We can't always see something. We can't always see how something is going to manifest. We light fires for our intentions. We keep the braziers. We keep the braziers, right, lit for our plans, never knowing which of our endeavors will burst into the flame of life. Your job right now is to trust your deepest heart, where your essence resides, and keep your pursuits focused in the direction of your bliss. Keep all internal fires lit in the name of the truest and most beautiful expression of your life, and then call on the Waymaker. As Joseph Campbell said, when you follow your bliss, doors will appear where there were only walls. Hmm. Doors will appear where there were only walls. Yes. Trust your intuition, Virgo. I think it will lead you to the right places.